Hey, what's up everybody? So if you're new to the Monte Maya Project channel, my name is Darwin, and usually on this channel, we go over and document all the things that we're doing on this project that we have in the Monte space, or the jungle, just outside of Merida here in the Yucatan. I don't have a whole lot of new updates to provide you guys with, unfortunately, but the project is still going, and I will be hopefully being able to give you some new updates on that project very soon. But what I wanted to do today is just kind of go off topic a little bit and show you different things that are happening in and around Merida, where we live. So I had the chance to talk with one of my good friends, George Hound, who is actually a Canadian professional wrestler who's coming out of retirement, and he's got his first match against Mercurio coming up this Sunday. So if you're local, it's coming up Sunday, May 26th at 12:30 p.m. at the Polyforum Zamna. Now, I know most of you probably aren't going to be able to attend. You're not in the space, but it's going to be a very epic event. And I got into the Lucha Libre is what it's called, these Mexican wrestling events. And I got into it back I've always wanted to go to a Lucha Libre event. They had them in Los Angeles all the time, and it was a big production downtown and quite a spectacle, but I never got a chance to go. So when I found out that there was one coming last fall here in Merida, we definitely went as a family, and it was a spectacle. It's such a different feeling than the American style of wrestling that I was used to. You know, growing up, I was a WWF fan, and it's now WWE. I believe WWF, World Wrestling Federation, lost a lawsuit to WWF, which was the I don't even remember now. But anyway, it's now become the WWE. Anyway, my point is that the Mexican style, the Lucha Libre style of wrestling, is very different than the United States style. And I guess the best way to describe it is it's so much more of a cultural thing here. And there's much more passion for it. The storylines are more evolved, and the people are just really into it. When you go to one of these events, the people are just so into it. In fact, talking with George, one thing that really stuck out is, as a foreigner coming in, he didn't realize that every luchador, every wrestler, needed to become licensed as a wrestler. So that means they needed to get fingerprinted and blood tested and actually have a license to be able to perform, which is incredible, because in this country of very little regulations, this is one thing that they take very, very seriously, and it shows. It really shows. There's been a little bit of pushback, because now this governing body is kind of pushing back on this Canadian wrestler and saying, well, is he real? Does he really have the goods to be able to perform at the level that we're used to? And I guess we'll see on Sunday. So I was very intrigued. Again, the amount of passion and culture that's attached to Lucha Libre is just kind of unparalleled. And so I went to a gym earlier this night, to see some of these luchadores perform or train. Now, despite what you may think about wrestling, you may think, well, it's fake, this is all scripted, and these guys aren't really hitting each other. I'm here to tell you that these guys are throwing themselves around on the mats. They are hitting each other. They are colliding. They are falling on their backs. Now, yes, they do know how to fall. Yes, they do know how to hold back a punch and how to hit appropriately, and submissions and everything. The leg locks, they ease up a little bit. But the human body is taking an absolute pounding. And I can tell you, as a physical therapist, what I see, it hurts. It hurts me physically, because I know if I got body slammed just once, I'm not getting up off the mat. And these guys do it night after night after night. And when you get on to these minor league circuits, these guys are performing almost every night. So I really appreciate the fact that these are true athletes. I make no mistake. Like, these guys are flexible and strong and resilient, and what they're doing is really, quite frankly, destroying their bodies. So I give them all the credit in the world. So yes, you may think this is a little bit fake, but the stress that their body's joints and bones and muscles are taking certainly is not fake. There's one more thing you need to know about Lucha Libre, and that is, as you probably can see right off the bat, is almost everyone wears a mask, and it's a little bit of this veil of secrecy of who is these, the Mercurio, or the Toro, or all these other wrestlers have these hidden identities. And so one of the biggest insults you can do to your opponent is to actually take off their mask. And so you'll see in a lot of these wrestling events, people trying to demask the other wrestler when they have them in a submission, and it's fun to watch, and the crowd really gets all stirred up when they're trying to take off someone's mask. So I am going to go to this event coming up on Sunday. I hope to see anyone there, but I'm going to try to document some of it. If you guys are interested in seeing it, let me know, and I'll do another video and kind of show you the ins and outs of what happens on Sunday. The winners, the losers, behind the scenes, we'll go all into it if anyone is interested. So that's it for now. Again, 12:30 May 26th at the Polyforum Zamna, if anyone is local and interested. And otherwise, everybody, have an awesome day, and I hope to be filming on the land again for you guys soon and show you some new updates. Take care, y'all.